Oh my goodness. So if you stream, just the setup YouTube has is frustrating. But then by default, it opted me into a bedtime reminder and notify me to take a break. Why would it opt me into that by default? That's so frustrating. This is the other stuff that happens, which is trying to get this stuff set up. Let's see if the audio is even working on this. And then stuff like that happens. Oh man, that's really frustrating. Because it happens every time. Like, oh man, I got an hour and a half to stream. I actually have to end here in like 15 minutes because I got my other business stuff I have to do. Start this whole process, and then that happens. It's the constant dealing with that. So for anybody out there that's like, oh, YouTube, you get to like review tech, you'll see it with Linus. It's like the stuff you get into initially because you really enjoy whatever it is. You end up not being able to do that stuff most of the time because there's all this other BS. And I don't make enough money with this because I would totally hire somebody. It's like, hey man, you take care of all that. That there's too many things to juggle in order to get this done. And it's ends up being more frustrating than anything. All right. And I've talked about this before on the channel. It's like this isn't my main job. Like, I'm a medical exercise specialist. I have a training studio. So I think I want that higher because turn that light enhance off. That's still better. Actually, let's see if that dark enhance is what's causing this. So I have that business, which splits my schedule. So I work in the morning and in the evening. So I only have a couple hours during the middle part of the day, but I'm also getting my daughter from school, any of the other errands that I have to get done. Then it's bedtime when I get home for them. So I have to put her to bed, try to hang out with my wife or my son, then come back to this. There's just not enough time in a day, which leads me to being more frustrated with my clients that aren't adhering and taking what we're doing seriously. Because I was like, man, I could totally just be home working on this other stuff that I want to do. But then I get here, try to work on this stuff, and tools not working, software's crashing. I got to restart the PC. YouTube had this stuff on by default. It's going to mess that up. Just getting the stream set up is a pain. This is where I'm really hoping the AI stuff integrates to the point of like I can just speak to it and be like, dude, take care of all this for me because these are all the roadblocks that are preventing me from doing the one thing. And I just want to get the one thing done. But it takes 20 other things to get me there. All right. Let's do Doom Eternal. That's another one I test for. Let's see actually here with this. Oh, you can if you have HDR. Might be preventing it. You can do this in a 24-inch window as well. It looks HDR might be affecting that. I may need more time with that. It's also harder with the video style that I do because I'm doing a lot more tests and showcasing than other people. My videos are long, but I'm showcasing all the in-panel settings in terms of what is there, but I may actually showcase that feature as well. And it's a lot. I don't know why Doom does this. Every time it resets, like if I move from one monitor to another, then it's like we should go back to 4x3. Why? Like I don't get it. Don't do that. Let's change that actually. All right. Let's go. You also notice I tend to play the same games. That is about to change, actually. This year, there's too many good games coming out. But, so I'll be showcasing a lot more variation. But I like showcasing, typically, for the last couple of years, the same games. One, it's easier for me to do. I know how to get to it quick. But the other part is if you go back through the videos, you get to see, like, oh, this monitor in this game. Let me compare it to this one because I'm playing the same sections. So there's a little bit of that comparison that you can make between monitors for the same game in the same section that I don't know that obviously everybody's doing, but that's kind of the intent behind it, part of the intent. All right, where are we doing here? Why isn't this now doing? Is this not working? It should be working. Now my buttons aren't working on the controller. That's weird. Okay, I guess that's not going to work. That's awesome. And part of like, I'm surprised nobody mentions it more, but I always expect like, man, you suck at this game, whatever the game is. And one, I don't. That's you get into doing these reviews, you don't have time really to game anymore. So there is that, and I'm just not good anymore. But the other part is like, I want this to be chaos. I'm trying to push the monitor and just show it can keep up with it. It can handle, especially when you look at something like an OLED, like it can handle the speed of all this. Oh, now the controller's working. What is going on now? That's weird. All right. So we got that footage. And actually, so what I'll do now, this will be my footage for Amazon influencer. Again, I can't showcase. I probably got cut off on the last video. When I do those, I can't showcase anything with violence. Explosions, weapons, obviously, like killing these bad guys in this game. I can't showcase any of that. So I end up just showcasing footage of me running around, not doing anything violent. With this one, it's a little bit different. I can still showcase this. I will blur out the weapon. So in that section, I'll just, where the gun is right now, the shotgun, I'll just have a blur mark. So because you can't see it, it makes it easier. All this stuff is fine for whatever reason. I guess the AI that they use just doesn't really recognize the creatures and things like that, or deem them as violent or grotesque. Even this thing, it's like, oh, it's fine. Doesn't really know what it is. But yeah, the second I pull that shotgun, or just really the shotgun even being there, that is not okay, because it can recognize what that is. Doesn't even care about the ground being all blood. All right. So now we got that. Okay. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. So now I have to go back through, restart the PC, test that over. I'm still not 100% okay with how this looks on the HDR. Mm-hmm. All right, so that obviously clearly blows it way out. So it's going to be the contrast that's the harder thing to dial in. Getting there. Still not 100%. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. At some point, I'll figure out how all this works. Yeah, getting tired, like I said, of all the issues that are popping up. But this is like the third week I have gone live, just showcasing behind the scenes me doing this stuff. And then people do have questions, and it's like, cool, we can answer those. Or just explaining the process of how my reviews are structured, the tools that I'm using, and what I'm looking for, things like that as a part of this. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next week the stream goes even more smooth than this one. We're slowly getting there.